So we started our day today by getting up for the sunrise over Everest. It was a bit misty when we got up around about 8 o'clock in the morning, but the weather forecast did tell us that by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and into 11 o'clock it would be perfectly sunny and we'd have great views of the mountain. But we had to leave, so we left at 9:30, and just as the bus or the shuttle that takes us down the valley was pulling off, there was indeed perfect views of Mount Everest. So really disappointed how early we had to leave today, because we've got 5 hours of riding today, which means again we're going to get to a hotel at around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon with nothing to do, whereas we could have had another couple of hours up on the top there to see Everest in its full splendour. But that's really something we hate about tour groups, is you just don't have any control about what you do. And yeah, really disappointed actually in that. In fact, that's the whole reason that we booked this tour and came all this way out of our way, was to see Everest. And just for the sake of waiting an extra hour or two, we've missed it. Yeah, and it's really upsetting and disappointing. The funny thing is, the guide actually told us that on the way out of here there's a viewpoint where we can all stop and see Everest and have a coffee. Well, we might as well have had that coffee this morning with Everest on our doorstep. So
literally,
yeah, really annoyed, but we're going to try and enjoy this ride now, because it's going to be the opposite of yesterday's ride where we chase all the hairpins back up. But yeah, not a nice feeling today.
No, not at all, Sean. I'm very upset. 30 minutes later and we would have had literally 30 minutes, and yeah, it's not the first time it's happened on this tour at all. No,
you're taken to these lovely places and then you're rushed away from them, only to arrive somewhere else really early that's of no interest whatsoever.
It's just the town, or they're nice places, they're interesting to see, but not as interested as the place that you've actually ridden 27,000 kilometers to see.
No.
So yeah, we're pretty gutted this morning.
It is what it is. If you want to transit through China, you have to do it with these tours, unless you want to buy your own guide, which is going to have astronomical costs. But we did get to see Everest last night, so that is a positive. We wouldn't have got to see that if we hadn't have
left
done that.
This morning. If we hadn't have seen it last night, they'd have had to have physically put me on that bus.
Yeah.
We are descending down the pass again on the other side. We've reached the top, which is just less than 5,200 meters, and we're going to be heading back now to that tourist service point, where we'll have to do the checkpoint, and then we are literally on the same road all the way back to Lhasa over the next 2 days, and that's when we'll be dropping down into a new province.
It's a lot colder today than it was yesterday. I guess it's quite early on in the morning, 5 degrees.
Chilly.
Misty as well. So today we're basically retracing our steps from yesterday, as there's for the route we're doing, there's one road in, one road out, unless of course you want to go to Nepal.
Yeah. We're waiting at another checkpoint now, the border inspection checkpoint.
Yeah, there's a coach up ahead, so maybe they're checking everybody on the coach.
Yeah.
But we have to wait for the support guy anyway, for the guide. He's got all the documents we need. So it looks like the snow has got a lot further down than yesterday when we rode in on this road. It feels funny that it was only literally yesterday we rode all this road, and now we're doing it again in the same opposite direction.
But it feels so different still, because you're looking at everything from a different angle.
Yeah. I was saying I had a lot of feel about Wales and Scotland here with these little rugged rocks.
Hopefully we've true.
So save yourself the trouble. Just make a little trip to Wales or Scotland.
You just need a 30 sign on the floor though.
That's true. Or a 20 now.
Yeah. The other thing that we've noticed is some of the pylons, not all of them, but some of them are shaped like yaks.
They are, aren't they? It's like this one.
And some of them are actually like got curved. Bit of a gravelly section.
Nope, but the road works. Ah, yeah.
Nice dry line there.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
So we're heading all the way up there again, which is where we stopped the other day.
Oh, yeah, that was the entrance.
Yeah. That was over 2,500 metres.
Wasn't it over 5,000, I thought?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was 5,200.
5,250,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that's right, yeah.
So this is us saying goodbye to the Himalayas now, really.
Yeah, that's
See them
true.
again.
And this national park, there's the entrance up there.
It's been incredible seeing Everest.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
And it's been amazing catching just a glimpse at how magnificent the Himalayan range is. We've still got a lot more to explore within the Himalayas. We've got Ladakh and parts of Pakistan we haven't seen. Nepal, Bhutan. But it's been nice to see them from the Chinese angle. Do you think Nepal is high on your list, Sean, now? Now you've seen?
Yeah, for sure.
glimpse?
Kathmandu always was, wasn't it? So yeah, 5,250 metres just this point here. So we're looking forward to breathing a bit easier as we go down now.
Wave goodbye to the Himalayas.
Oh, okay. Bye bye Himalayas.
I'm not sure what the next big set of mountains is. We'll see, you know.
No, not sure, but the rest of the trip is supposed to be scenic.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll still be rushed, but it'll be scenic nonetheless.
Maybe it's Mount Cook will be our next big mountain.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this tour and just having our own time back. And not running onto some schedule where you have to stop for things you don't want to stop, but then have to hurry for things you don't want to hurry.
This feels like Scotland.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. It's lovely.
Just minus the cafes and pubs.
Oh yeah. Right, we're 8 kilometres away from the hotel tonight. Been an okay ride, nothing special. I'll get these lights. Been an okay ride, nothing special, and we've done the road before as well, so no surprises.
Yeah.
This is where we're staying tonight. I think this town is called something like Shidgasa. Perhaps it's not pronounced like that, but it might be an app. It might be an app name. We don't know. We'll have to see. But we've just dodged the rain. There was a few lightning bolts before, and some heavy spitting. But it's not raining, so that's good. I think we'll get there just in time.
Yeah, we don't have many kilometres left for the day, and I think this episode is just basically us getting back to Lhasa over the next few days where we started our offshoot, and then we'll be back on some new and exciting roads as we head into a new province. So these are a little bit transity, a little bit grumpy.
Just a little bit.
But
hopefully we can get in early tonight and get some washing on, because I've run out of underwear 2 days ago.
Gosh. That means I should have run out as well, but I'm not sure I have.
How many kilometres left?
6. So we're not staying in this part of town. Must be quite a bit out. Right, and it's the next day on our transit ride back to Lhasa. We should be there in about 3.5 hours. But the skies are blue. We've got a nice day ahead of us. Was thinking it might be raining today based on last night's weather. We had a great night's rest last night. Yeah. Feeling a lot better at this lower altitude, to be honest, than up at 5,000. How about you, Em? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad for the big rest that we had last night. I think we had a good 10-hour sleep, which was needed after these past few weeks. We still have 7 more days on the road here in China before we exit to Laos, and no rest days in between. We're on day 142 now of the round the world trip, and I think we've only had like 25 days off. And in China we've only had 3 days off, so I think it is starting to wear on us a little bit. And I had target fixation on Everest, and now I have target fixation on Laos a little bit, even though I know the ride from Lhasa down to Laos is going to be beautiful. It's a different province, it's a different kind of region, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we've still got some really high altitude passes to do. We've got another 5,000 meter pass in the next few days. Yeah. In fact, the ride now to Laos is going to be pretty good, actually. I was looking at the itinerary, and there's some of China's best roads we've got to ride, so that's going to be great. We've actually had to start thinking about Laos as it's coming up quite quickly. We're not in the best time for it, to be honest. It's very rainy.
We're entering at the end of rainy season.
Yeah, and we've had a look at a few posts on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, blah blah, and it is a mud bath at the moment, like no fun at all. Yeah. So we're going to see what the weather does over the next couple of weeks. Otherwise, we might just stick to the northern part of Laos, because most of their roads throughout the country are susceptible to landslide, mud, washouts. So if it's like that, we'll probably have a nice big rest in northern Laos and then make our way into Thailand. I think that's part of our plan, isn't it?
Yeah, we kind of have to be really careful with Southeast Asia. It's not like it used to be like 5 years ago, where you could just nip in and out of any border that you want, or cross wherever you want. It's changed a lot, and there's a lot more rules and regulations, and we have to have e-visas and entry cards for different countries. And with the current situation between Cambodia and Thailand, we don't really want to be heading into another conflict zone. Ideally, we've done that. Wasn't very fun. So with that in mind, we've had to change our route, because our original route was to just go straight down through Laos and get to Angkor Wat in Cambodia and then cross over to Bangkok. But speaking with everybody here and a lot of people online, they've said, like, don't do it, don't do Laos at this time of year, you're gonna have a horrible time, it's gonna ruin Laos for you. Someone said even on a 250 enduro bike I had an awful time in Laos. Yeah. So I don't think that it's the best idea for us. We have 2 friends that have just done it, and they came up from Vientiane to the Bhutan border with China and Laos, and they really, really struggled. And they were on, what were they on that?
I think they were on the 700
bike.
Suzuki, wasn't it? I think, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
More lightweight. So I don't think we need any heroics, and certainly at this point of the trip, when you're needing a rest, in mud it has to be the worst. I think in mud you might be picking a bike up every 5 or 10 minutes, and that's going to be exhausting and no fun for anybody. Well, maybe fun for the viewer, but not for us.
And there is unavoidable mud wherever we go. The road from the Laos border to the town is mud. There's no way around it. It's the only route. So we're going to have to endure it anyway. So we don't need to then endure it for another 4 weeks, which was our original plan to spend in Laos. So at the moment we've applied for our Lao e-visa. We've got that back. You need to do that. And we've started to apply for, we need to do our entry card for Thailand. You have to do that, I think it's a week before. And we also need to get an FVP, which is a foreign vehicle permit for Thailand. So we're starting to think about all those things in the evenings when we're having a quote-unquote rest.
Yeah. Also the carnet de passage, that's been ordered now. We've arranged that from a company in the UK. So they're going to post that out to Thailand. We don't need it for Thailand, we don't need it for Laos, but we will need it when we enter Malaysia. So hopefully by the time we get to Bangkok, is it?
Yeah, Bangkok.
Yep, the carnet will be waiting for us there. We're actually having it delivered to a Touratech office, to the shop actually, so that's quite good.
So lots of little things coming up as we ride through Southeast Asia logistically. So I think we'll get these. How many kilometres is it today, Sean?
250, so not too bad. Quite an easy day today.
All right.
And we know what road it's going to be like as well, because we've ridden it before.
Yeah, I think we'll blast these 250, get to the hotel, and then do some RTW admin. My favourite type of admin.
Ha! Been on this motorway for about 100 kilometres now. Actually been super relaxing and surprisingly scenic. We've been surrounded by mountains, even some of them were snow peaked as well. It's actually been a really nice ride despite being a motorway. We're currently at 3,664 metres of altitude. The air is quite nice to breathe here, and we should be at our final destination in just under an hour, where we've got this afternoon to relax, maybe walk around the city again. We've already been there before, so we might just grab a coffee or something like that and relax a little bit there. How are you doing back there, Em?
I'm good, yeah, coffee is calling. A coffee and maybe even an afternoon nap.
A little nap? Goodness me. Have you seen these little straws, the way they put the straw in those little ice gem stacks?
Yeah. I think it must be harvest season because we've seen them quite a lot, haven't we?
I would say so, yeah.
And we have arrived back in Lhasa with the crazy drivers and the beautiful roads. Gorgeous scenery. I like this town.
Yeah, it is quite an impressive place actually. Riding through here, this is like the new part of town with all the apartments, but it looks all very well spaced out. Yeah, it's impressive. It's very clean as well. It was raining the last time we were here, so maybe this time we go and have a look at that rooftop, because that supposedly had a good view as well. Right, first we're going to fill up with fuel though, or top up at least, so we're ready to go in the morning.
Okay.
I could do with finding a power washer. If we could find one that hasn't been washed for weeks. We've checked into the hotel here, actually here about midday. We've made really good time this morning. Did notice that the front brake pads are wearing a little bit thin, so it is time to go and fix them. I've got the brake pads here that I've been carrying around for the last week. Official BMW or Brembo brake pads with Chinese writing on them, which is really cool. But there is a garage here which is recommended by the guide, so I'm going to go ride there now and get the front brake pads changed. Here at the garage now to get the brake pads changed. I think they've got a little bit of life left in them yet, but they have done almost 28,000 kilometers now, so I get them changed now and I don't have to worry about them for probably another 25,000 kilometers, so it's not something you need to do regularly. Perhaps if you're at home you could run them a little bit longer, but here on the road you need to do things a little bit earlier than you normally would, so you don't get caught short on the road. Actually a really cool garage here. There's another GSA, looks like it's getting an oil change, but very well organized, but has a really cool feeling about it. Almost like a biker club. The guy's out there just doing the brake pads now. He hasn't wasted any time doing them. So it should be done in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then we don't have to worry about the bike again. Tomorrow's ride is going to be really cool. Apparently it's one of China's
best roads for bikers and the sort of road that all the Chinese bikers come down to ride. So tomorrow is going to be an awesome day and the weather is looking great too. Storm is also getting a well-deserved wash. We haven't washed him, I think, since Kyrgyzstan or even before that. Maybe Almaty was the last time he got washed, so very overdue a rinse of mud. So Storm is getting a deeper wash than I first thought. They put that like pink muck off stuff on there, so he's going to look brand new when he's finished. I can't believe how reasonable it is here. To change the front set of brake pads, I know it's only a 10-minute job, but they only charge 50 yuan, which is about £5. And I asked if I could pay him for the washing as well, because he spent about 10 to 15 minutes meticulously cleaning Storm, but they said, no, don't pay for the washing here. So really great service here in China. After we got the brake pads fitted, I rode back to the hotel, trying to bed in the brake pads as much as I could. They do feel really good actually, a little bit more responsive than they were. They were starting to feel a little bit spongy, so definitely the right decision to get them changed now. When I got back to the hotel, I walked into town, I met up with Em, had something to eat, and now we're finally back at the hotel again. We're going to go to bed now, get some sleep, because it's about 10 o'clock, and tomorrow at 8:30 we're leaving as a group to start the next tour, which is going to be awesome. It's that awesome road in China. So yeah, leaving at 8:30, so we're going to have to get breakfast a little bit earlier than that. So join us in the next episode as we ride one of China's most famous roads.